Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Intro to Essential Oils, second Saturday, the first of many. And so, for those of us that have joined live, welcome. This is from both me, Tarini, Ramakrishnan. I'm located in South India, and then I'm joined here by Dipali, and Dipali is in Mumbai. So we'll both
Namaste.
be yeah, namaste. So we'll both be conducting the class, and thank you for those that have joined live and for those that tune in to the recording. Welcome. Okay. So here we go. So we're just gonna basically what we'll do is we'll go through, wrong one. We'll go through an overview of essential oils made easy and why you can begin to incorporate these in your life, how you can really bring about the most healing for you and your family using natural solutions. Our goal here is to empower a healer in every home. And the way that we can do that is we can actually transform our medicine cabinet with this natural solutions. They're plant-based, made from the universe, not man-made. And then we'll discuss how you can actually get these in your home. So we'll go through three cool things about the oils, three ways that you can use the oils for your health, and how to get these oils in your home. The first thing that's really cool is that we actually have choices now. So with more information going out about healthcare and health and healing, we like to discuss this modern approach, right? So the modern approach, like going to allopathic medicine, is it's basically designed to manage only symptoms, right? And so you go from the symptom and you're being prescribed different medicines or things like that to, you're being prescribed different medicines in order to, like, that are made from synthetic ingredients. And all you're doing is like numbing the symptoms along with harsh side effects, both that we know and that we don't know. And so much money is spent every year in healthcare, and that's globally. Like, think of all of the money that's spent just traveling to and from the doctor, and then the doctor just gives you just, you know, uh, basically the doctor is just giving you another pill, and then maybe you don't feel better, and maybe ask yourself, am I actually healthier? I'm like, it's really it's really good to think of, like, how in this day and age we know so much about nutrition and health than we ever did before. And yet so many people are on different medicines, and because they're listening to the doctors who are actually like fear-based, they're saying you're not going to be able to feel better unless you take this pill. And actually what we want to do is we want to bring the medicines into your own hands, into your own home, so that, I mean, we're not knocking the basic medical care, because if I break my arm or I get a really severe cut and I need some stitches, oh yes, I'm running to the doctor to get exactly what I need. But it's just funny that so many of the things that we're told that we need to go to the doctor for, and they're just going to give us another antibiotic or things like that, we actually could probably take care of with nature's cure. And maybe just ask yourself, am I actually healthier? It just seems like we're kind of unhealthier than ever. And so, from exploring the natural approach, so going from here, it's nature produced. It addresses the body's needs from the root cause. So extracted from plants, natural. It enhances the physical and emotional health. So every essential oil has both physical benefits along with emotional benefits. So what we like to say is that rather than having side effects from, like, both known and unknown, like on the last slide, we actually have side benefits. Like, so maybe you're, using an oil like peppermint to like calm some head tension. but then at the same time, peppermint emotionally, it can, enhance your mood and maybe sort of uplift you in how you're feeling. And kind of gives you a little boost of energy at the same time. So that's something we'd like to talk about, is that, you can't, which essential oil do I even use, But part of the thing that is like interesting is that we actually can't trust the label on all essential oils that are out there. It seems like, we like to use the example in the US, you can go to any Target or Walmart or, any like regular store and look at a bottle and it says 100% pure. And what that is actually because the essential oil industry is not regulated by any like government agency that's testing, like checking the labels or anything like that. So even something that says that it's 100% pure isn't necessarily, like, it actually could be a synthetic, like, imitation blend, or there's food grade oils, there's perfume grade oils. And what doTERRA is it's gone from plants harvested in their total natural habitat, so where they actually are indigenous from, and it's verified pure, free of fillers and harmful contaminants. That's tested all the way from the seed to the soil, all the way to where it's going to be distilled, to ensure that nobody, no middleman is putting in any harmful agents to, make more money, like make it seem like they're producing more. And all the way to the bottle, that from the seed to the bottle, I think the statistic is that it gets tested about 176 times. So, and they use third-party outside sources for the studies that they do on doTERRA oils and the health benefits of them, so that we're really getting a really stable product. And even on the bottom of every oil, they like to prove it to us, because there's a little batch number on the bottom of every bottle of oil. And what it's doing is you can go to sourceto.com and see the exact test results on every bottle, every single bottle. So they really want to guarantee that for us. So that they've created this certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil.
Okay, so my name is Dipali Rege, and I am a yoga teacher in Mumbai. And what exactly is dōTERRA? dōTERRA, the name itself suggests gift of the earth. So we are talking about something that the earth has given us in a pure form. As Tarini just mentioned, there's so much in purest form. Now, I would just like to share my story before I start telling you all that how safe these oils are. So I was suffering through a lot of digestion problems, and frequently going to the doctor again and again and taking medicines, as Tarini mentioned, spending a lot of money on antibiotics and a lot of medicines. So when dōTERRA came to India, this was something new for me. I started understanding and studying about the oils. And when I started using these oils, basically I used Digest Zen, which is an oil which is very, very good for digestion. And it really gave me relief instantly. And this is where I thought that I should start learning and sharing my experiences with people around, helping them to really overcome the problems they are facing. And that is where we decided to have this class in India. I'm from Mumbai and Tarini from, Chennai. So both of us got together and we decided that we must do this class and do our sharing. So we are here to talk about 3 cool things about essential oils, how they are, why they are cool. When I say they are very safe, they are 100% natural and safe, no side effects. As she correctly said, there are benefits and there is no addiction to these oils. Extract from the plants, they are directly extracted from the plants, and they have again amazing health benefits. They are certified and pure, tested again and again at every stage. They are tested till they reach us. Actually, they go through immense testing process. And that is why dōTERRA is one of the purest essential oil that we get today in the market. So talking about safety, then I would say that, like, the oils like lemon, that we can take orally also, they are so safe. Like, using them in our routine keeps us safe. Just having it in our tea keeps us safe. Like, instead of banking on toxic coffee and tea in the morning, it is better to have this essential oils which can really help us. So we move ahead, Tarini. So they are also effective. When I talk about effective, why are they effective? More effective than modern approaches to the health problem, because these oils, when we apply it directly on our skin or body, they reach our cell membrane. And very few oils are in such purest form that they can reach your cell membranes and rejuvenate your cells. So I'm really proud to talk about this oil, which is very effective. And this can be used directly. Some oils are sensitive, so you have to dilute it and use it on your skin. Next, we go. They are really affordable. When we talk about going to the doctor, we spend so much of money on, paying to the doctor, medicines, and which we do not actually reach to the root cause, though. Again and again, there is reoccurrence of that ailment that we are really facing right now. So these are more affordable than traditional medical care. At least in India, medical care is a bit cheaper than other countries, but otherwise, in other countries, it is really expensive to go to the doctor. And again, getting appointments is also a big deal. So till then, these oils are really going to help you in treating yourself. These oils are also, like, if you buy one bottle, it almost contains 250 doses and in 15 ml, and that can really stay with you, or you can use it for almost months. So you are going to save hundreds of dollars as well as Indian rupees a year in where you're spending on your medical cost. So next, we are going to see 3 ways to use essential oils. So what are these 3 ways and why are these important? We are going to understand that. So the first way is aromatic, and you can use it in a diffuser, or even, you just can pour it on your, just apply it on your palm, a few drops, and just smell the aroma, and they are so aromatic that they completely positively enhance your mood. Immediately, you can feel the change in your mood. It cleanses the air when you diffuse it. And I do that when I take yoga class frequently. I diffuse it in the diffuser, and it really enhances and uplifts the mood. With my students, they just come and ask me, what is this? What is that, sweet smell that we are feeling in the class? So I just then allow them to apply it and try it and test it. So they love that whole ambience and the surrounding with these oils around. They also support respiratory system. I mean, we are all looking out for that, right? We want to inhale pure air. So we are looking out for something which is so pure, and aromatic diffusing oils are really going to help you. So coming, which oil do I diffuse? So this is peppermint, which is, it energizes instantly. It promotes clear breathing while we are into the class. It cools down the body and also relieves head tension. Here, I would like to share again my personal experience. So few months back, like 2 months back, I was really going through a very, very bad, headaches. And then I spoke to my mentor. She suggested that I should use peppermint oil. And I tried using that. I applied it on my scalp, just rubbing it on my scalp, on my neck, under my ears, around my tension points. But you have to be careful while you're using peppermint around your eyes, because it has mint. So that can cause some kind of like irritation to your eyes. So you have to be very careful. So I would suggest you to just apply it on your scalp, and it instantly gave me relief. And that was something which I started using frequently. And this gave me amazing results, and my headache was gone. So I really recommend this oil to people in my class, peppermint. Tarini, we can move ahead. Okay, topical. So when we talk about topical, these oils can be used directly on your skin, but again, some oils are skin sensitive, so they need to be diluted with fractionated oil. You can use coconut fractionated oil to dilute them, which is already, you can see in the picture, the fractionated oil bottle is there. So dilute it with the coconut oil, and the best results you will get out of it because it reaches. So one more sharing which I would do is, day before yesterday, I had a gripping pain in my stomach because of I ate something out. And so I just remembered that, I can use digestion or lavender oil. So I applied it around my navel point, and there was also, that gave me relief of that gripping pain which I had. Even lavender oil, it is very calming for mind. Whenever I feel that, I am feeling stressed out, or I'm feeling like, my mind is not in the place, I try to take aroma of this oil, or I have applied it on my skin, like, again on my tension points, and it has given me again relief, calming for skin. And again, this has got the properties of healing. So very, very important oil, lavender. Tarini, over to you.
Okay. And so now we'll talk about the internal usage of oils. So I really like how you pointed out the doTERRA fractionated coconut oil, because there's so much coconut oil that's available in India. But yet, is it the right kind of coconut oil that should be a carrier oil when it comes to essential oils? And the reason why we recommend the doTERRA fractionated coconut oil is because it's been processed so much that you're actually getting the very essence of the coconut oil, so that therefore there's no smell to it. So it's not getting in the not getting in the way, but not the smell of normal coconut oil is great, but it can diminish the properties of the regular of the essential oil aromatic properties. Yeah, so that's why they recommend the fractionated coconut oil. This doesn't get hardened when it goes into cold weather. It always stays liquid 100% of the time. So it's the most pure way that you can dilute your essential oils and put it on the body safely. And so with internal usage of essential oils is very unique to doTERRA, because of what we said with it being certified pure therapeutic grade oils. There's no additives or anything like that. And so that means that it's safe to use a couple of drops of lemon in your water in the morning. And that, for me personally, has helped replace any need for coffee or stimulants in the morning when you first wake up. Simultaneously, it's really good for the liver and the kidneys. And some people purchase the veggie capsules in US. US market and other markets around the world, they already have the veggie capsules of On Guard. This one we're going to speak about already made, and other ones as well. But this veggie capsule makes it so it's a lot easier to just swallow it as if you're swallowing a vitamin. And the other way that you can do it is just a couple drops underneath your tongue. So a very good one for this that also it's our immunity blend called On Guard. And this got very, very popular during the pandemic time. It's kind of like the sales of this, they actually ran out of it in the America market. And what it does is it's a synergistic blend that promotes healthy immune function. So it has wild orange and clove and tea tree, and it's a whole big blend of 8 essential oils that clove is there that helps soothe like things like a sore throat, or even if for me personally, when I get like an ulcer in the mouth, like those marks in the mouth you can get, if I put On Guard on it, not only does it sort of numb the pain, but it also helps to get rid of it. And it really helps it heal. So rather than it taking 2 weeks for it to finally go away, it actually goes away much faster. And we even in the India market, we have dōTERRA toothpaste that's made with On Guard. That's really great as well. It also helps prevent these things and gum disease and all of that. But basically, it's very well used, like 2 drops under your tongue before you get on a flight or maybe a bus or a train ride or anything like that, because it's going to protect both your inner, like any bacteria that's coming in, your cells will already be protected with that immunity blend. The other thing that I've heard, Dipali mentioned using the oils in a diffuser in her yoga classes that she's teaching. So for the yoga teachers that are out there, I know we have a couple of them. Some people like to put the On Guard inside their diffuser during their class. And when they do that, it helps to purify the entire room. So then people feel safer coming to your yoga studio with not worried that they're going to get sick or anything like that. And
Okay, so what are your top 3 health concerns? Everybody has some or other health concerns, which even I had. Likewise, everybody have their own health concerns. So what are your top health concerns? Tarini is going to go ahead with this.
Yeah, so we heard from you all, and many things. Thank you for sharing that in the form. But many things that we heard, and we hear it all the way around, is that people would like some additional help with like any sleep problems they're having, body pain, joint pain, sometimes allergies, seasonal allergies, or even that cough and cold from like seasonal time, and digestive disorders. So I heard from a few people they have a leaky gut, or even some people with constipation. So maybe something that'll help your digestion. Of course, calming the mind is a big one. Yeah, so when people are feeling anxious, there's definitely lots of oils that can help you feel calmer in that way. Fatigue. So that was my thing. My personal story is that I couldn't like as much health and healing and Ayurveda food and simple diets and like that. I still was waking up in the morning and having that need for a coffee in the morning, like right away. But then replacing it with essential oils in the morning has really helped me feel that upliftment and that invigorated feeling when I have that fatigue in the morning. And we've also heard there's an interest in weight reduction and skincare. So thank you all for sharing that. But what we want to ask you is to think a little bit deeper here. So maybe even think of 3 things I want to feel less, and what would it replace with? Like maybe just take a couple minutes and jot this down for yourself. I want to feel more this. So like for me, the example I just used, I wanted to feel less fatigued or heaviness in the morning. And I wanted to feel more energized and like invigorated and ready for life without needing, things like coffee or other stimulants to wake me up. So you just take 1 minute or so, think of those. So something we're going to go through here is now we already went through 3, so 7 more of our most commonly used essential oils. Some of their uses, our experience a bit with them, both in ourselves and oils that we recommend for others to use, things that we hear around from everybody else. Now, everybody's experience with each oil is different, right? Like, just we're all individuals. So maybe if one oil doesn't work for you, there will be another one. So that funny saying of I've got an oil for that, because there is literally an oil for about almost everything that we're facing in life. So go ahead, Dipali.
Okay, so we are going to talk about the 10 oils that are really, really important and which are going to be helping us in, overcoming whatever common problems or the ailments we counter, right? So one which I'm going to explain or talk about is lemon. Lemon is the one of the top selling oils of doTERRA, and it is made out of lemon peels. So it is cold pressed, and it is a citrus, bright, fresh, clean oil. Uh, this oil can be used to wipe down the sticky kitchen counter, and or it is also helpful in diffusing it in the diffuser, because as I said, at times I use peppermint, at times I use lemon, and it really instantly gives a different what you say is purity of air. So it really helps, aids in feeling of clarity, and that is what my experience about this oil is. And it also works as a cleanser for your body, so you can dilute it and use it for your body when you're using it as a cleanser for your body. So next, we are going to talk about breathe. This is one oil which was really popular and was used again during the pandemic, because breathe is something which is for your lungs and sinuses. When we talk about lungs, what we need is, at night, at times it is so observed that when we sleep and get up in the morning, your nostrils are blocked. Frequently this used to happen with me. I mean, I used to feel nose blocked. So when I started breathe, okay, because breathe has a blend of eucalyptus, it has lemon peel, cardamom, all these are very, very, good for your complete lung function, and it helps in also improving your breathing pattern. So I started using this during I was suffering through COVID in last July or something like that, and I started using this oil, and that really worked wonders on me when I used to breathe during that phase of when I was really feeling unwell and I couldn't breathe well. So this is one oil which is very, very important at night time. You can use this oil to calm the senses. Before, at times it is like you encounter restless nights, and if you use this at night, apply it, something like, you take that aroma, it really helps. You can even put it in and take a steam. Okay, that also helps. That helped me when I used to take steam with breathe. And it is a great blend when we use it for seasonal threats. So whenever there's a change in the weather, and when you use these oils, this can really help you to overcome the seasonal threat before you encounter again into a very bad cold and cough. So this is one oil which can help you. So extremely recommended for your to improve your breathing and to help your lungs to stay further in a healthier way. Next, we are going to talk about digestion. This, I suffer myself personally from IBS, which is bowel irritation syndrome. And it was really bad when I used to get this, panic situations. I used to think about something, and I used to get really bad, watery, loose motions. And I was really looking out for something that is natural, and I'm not going to take any antibiotics. That I had decided, and digestion really helped me to overcome this, because it relieved this problem which I used to face frequently. What I do is, I take a glass of water, just put a drop of digestion, either I have it or I keep it under my tongue, and then just sip glass of some water. So that is what I am doing for myself. You can even apply it on your abdomen around your navel point to relieve that stomach sick, motion sickness or nausea or something like that. Use it during your meal times for improved digestion. Also, at times it so happens that we go for late night parties. We cannot avoid that when people are invited, right? So what you can do is, after having your heavy meals, you can have a glass of digestion, a glass of water with drop of digestion, or you can apply it even on your feet. And that really gives me relief from bloating that I feel after eating heavy meals. So this is how it has helped. And I think that is an amazing oil that worked with me. Over to you, Tarini.
Thank you. Yeah, Digest Zen has been really helpful for me also with putting it actually topically directly on my stomach. So you mentioned the feet and other areas, but when I know I've had a really heavy meal, I put it directly on my stomach, and somehow like you get a little burp or something right after, and you know that somehow it's coming in, penetrating in through the skin and getting in to the layers of the cells of the stomach and helping improve your digestion. So next we'll talk about oregano. Again, another oil that got really, really popular. Everybody was talking about oil of oregano during the pandemic, and now it's really stuck here because it is such a powerful cleansing and has so many purifying properties for the inner immune system, digestive system, and respiratory functions. And this is when it's used internally. However, oregano can be used topically, but one thing about oregano is it's very heating. So if you're going to use it topically or even internally, you want to make sure that you dilute it properly, because it can give a little burning sensation. But if you think about it, when you're having a cold or a cough, what we think of in Ayurveda is that we want to heat up that situation, or heat up the phlegm or the cough or anything, so that it can break up and get out of the system. And so, so something that's really interesting is that there's been lots of studies done on the antibiotic effect of oregano, because it's known as a very powerful antibiotic, antifungal, and antimicrobial. And so there's an interesting thing, you can find it on YouTube. There's a young boy who was really benefited by essential oils because of his Crohn's disease he shares about. And so he wanted to do his high school project on the difference between amoxicillin, that's very commonly given antibiotic, and also commonly prescribed antibiotic, one of the most common, and the benefits of oregano, like how much bacteria is actually killed with the oregano. And the interesting part about it is that at the end of the study, he went back to his little petri dishes, those things that had the bacteria on it, and he couldn't even measure the amount of bacteria left in the oregano petri dish, because there was no bacteria left in there. Like, it had killed all of the bacteria that they put there for the study, and there was still, with the amoxicillin, there was still bacteria left to be measured. And so that just shows how powerful it is in direct comparison to our medicines that are prescribed to us so much. And that's really interesting, because we are already noticing, because of overprescribed of antibiotics, or being overprescribed antibiotics, there's antibiotic resistance that is happening. And so then our medicines, when we really need them, aren't affecting us as well as they could have, right? And so that's something interesting about that. So yeah, for oregano use, I dilute 1 drop of it in at least 4 ounces of water. I like using it for like anytime I start to feel a tickle in my throat, just drink that. And another interesting use for it, because it is sensitive to the skin. Everybody's skin is different, so that's a pre-warning here. One of the most safest places to put it is, as mentioned before, the bottom of the feet, because the bottom of the feet have that like kind of thicker skin, and so that's a tip that I hear often is that if you're feeling a cough and a cold come on, do a foot massage with oregano oil before bed, and it'll have better chances of it not kind of taking such a, like not getting such a big or strong virus after that. So tea tree Melaleuca oil is a very popular oil, like most of these, and what it's really renowned for is its cleansing and rejuvenating effect on the skin. So it's really good for blemishes, any blemishes, and just the evening of a skin. Any, like, you know, if you put it with the fractionated coconut oil on the skin, it can help really with any blemishes or dryness. And one thing I like to do is it's really got a clean and fresh and astringent smell to it. So my favorite thing to do for, again, for us yoga teachers in here is I make a little, you get a amber colored glass bottle, and you can make your own yoga mat cleaner that's like better than any of the other ones that you can do. So I put in, this is a 500 ml bottle. I put about 15 to 20 drops of tea tree in there. And then you always have to have a solvent for it to dilute into. So it's either pure white vinegar, or I like to use witch hazel because it has not really much of a smell. And then you top it off with water, and it's the best antifungal and antibacterial yoga mat cleaner, and therefore any kind of cleaner that you want to use it for. I even put a few drops of it in my house cleaner made with the same bottle and lemon oil that I put around my house. I've replaced my glass cleaners and other harmful chemicals that we use for cleaning our house. They can all be like replaced with tea tree and what was already mentioned, lemon. And so, yeah, it's definitely a part of our immunity blends that on guard, because it can also be promote a healthy immune function and protect us against environmental and seasonal threats. So one of my favorite little recipes, little secret recipes, I guess it's not a secret because it's all over, but for any cuts that you get on the skin or anything. So doTERRA lets you, or you can buy, it doesn't have to be doTERRA, these roller bottles, right? And just fill up, like, let's say in this roller bottle, you would put like 5 drops of lavender, frankincense, and tea tree, because tea tree is the antibacterial part. Lavender is the calming and the healing. And then frankincense is a good all around oil that improves cell rejuvenation. And so all of that, putting that on, that's like my all around skin cuts, bruises, burns. I have a burn that I had that I put this on there, and it helps heal it without any chemical creams. And that's really good. They call it a boo-boo cream because there's many women at their houses using it with their children. It's safe to use with children. So that's a big recommendation. One of my first oil blends that I made for myself, and I use it regularly. And so frankincense, yeah. So frankincense is considered the king of all oils, and it's one of the most popular oils. doTERRA's is very unique because it's sourced from 4 different countries around the world, including Somalia, which is where it's very difficult and dangerous to get the oils from. But since they're the most pure and it's the most native place that frankincense is grown, we source our oil, our frankincense from there. And so it's known as, it's very good for meditation, calming the mind. For me, I notice a boost of confidence when I use it. And it promotes those calm feelings. And when it comes to the face or anywhere on the body, it has anti-aging properties because it can help the cells rejuvenate and perform optimally. And yeah, so that way it's anti-aging. And so something that I like to always mention is that the doctor at the conference, like the main doctor for doTERRA, likes to say, when in doubt, like you don't know which oil to use, frank it out. Like, so just you just use frankincense. And yeah, so I really found that to be helpful. And so for any sore joints or anything, we have our deep blue soothing blend. So this is really helpful. I know that for me, when I've done a really strong yoga practice, or maybe I moved muscle a little bit too many chaturangas for the day or something, then I have a little soreness in the arms, or maybe some people go running or go to the gym, maybe you get some leg pain. Even for children, when they're having their growing pains growing up, a massage on their legs with deep blue and some of the fractionated coconut oil, it really helps ease that tension. And another way we really use it is text neck, right? Like that neck that pain that you get from just looking down at the phone or maybe on the computer all day long. There can be some soreness that we hold in the shoulders and the neck and the rest of the body. And so this is one that really eases that head tension and like that. And so this also comes in a deep blue rub. There's other various products around the world made with the deep blue. This is my personal favorite way to use deep blue is the rub. It's like already in a lotion. Some of them, some countries have the deep blue roll-on stick that also includes the copaiba, which it adds another, you know, it's a earthy oil that, you know, helps, like it's another anti-inflammatory, and it actually helps like do almost the same thing to our muscles as you've read about with CBD, because it helps to yeah, just bring out that anti-inflammatory property. And so next we want to talk about how you can get these life-changing oils into your home. So there are 3 ways to purchase. And so what we want to do here is we want to save you the most amount of money on any of your oils. And so there's 3 ways to purchase. That's retail. For example, of retail, it'd be like if you just came personally to me and you said, I don't want to start an account, but I just want this one bottle. Then if there's a retail price that's written on every bottle. But the thing is we don't really encourage that, because we want you guys to save the most amount of money on your oils as you can. And so we have, everybody can sign up for what's called a wholesale account. And that's where you are signing up as a wholesale buyer. And that's where you get automatically 25% off of the oils. Every single bottle, you're getting 25% off. So it's like, there's some countries like US that there's like a yearly fee. It's a $35 fee to join. India, there's no fee to join. I didn't check for Russia. Sorry, Olga, but I didn't check for Russia yet. But there's like a yearly annual rate, but yeah, it's like you're signing up for like a Costco account, because you're getting a really discounted price on the oils when you're signing up as a wholesale buyer. And so then something that you can do with the wholesale account is you can decide to join what's called our loyalty rewards program. And what's cool about the loyalty rewards program is that there's no obligation to purchase every month, but there's an option. At least it's nice to have options. And so if you do become sort of like an oil enthusiast like me and Dipali here, then what you can do is you have the option of making a monthly purchase, and over time you start to gain, first off, you're saving automatically 25% on the oils. And after, in your first 3 months, you're going to get 10% back of your points value. So every oil you'll see on the website has a PV, which is a points value. And you'll get 10% back in your first 3 months, and then 15 and so on. So I'm at the 25% mark. So that means that 25% discount from having a wholesale account plus the 25% of points that I'm getting back, it means that I can, you know, really save 50% on what the retail value is of these precious nature's pure, nature's gifts of the earth. And so even if you start LRP or loyalty rewards program account, there is no like you start to earn points when you've made a 50 PV order. And that's what qualifies you to get points back. But let's say you want to just retain your points that you've already got. Like I think I have like 150 points. That's like about $150 worth of product points that I can use in my account right now. But let's say this month, maybe I just want to maintain those points, but not necessarily, need a 50 PV order. No worries. There's a few items that are on there that are maybe like $5 or so, or I don't know the amount of rupees, maybe like 600 rupees or so. And so it's like something like that. Then you can retain your points from the previous month in order to still use your points. Okay. So again, loyalty rewards program means there's no obligation to buy every month, but there's lots of benefits if you do. And even if you want to put in for the free, let's say there's a free product of the month every month, and that you get that free product of the month when you spend 125 PV. And then there is the option for those that are interested in sharing like the oils, then you can also earn commissions, but that's signing up as a wellness advocate account, which we can share about if you have questions about it at a later time. We mainly just want to teach you about the benefits of the oils for this class.
So there are three types of people. One categories where they live the wellness lifestyle, where you use these oils in your regular life and take the advantage of these oils. Then there is sharing to get the products and paid for. So you share the oils with people around so that they get the benefit of these oils and they understand how the oils can be useful to them. Then there are builders, where you're interested to earn income and make an impact on yourself as well as the fellow beings or your community. So there are these three types of people that we address to. Next, we are just going to go on the next slide. So in India, we are going to talk about the kit that are available. So these are the simple starter kit. So there are all these 5 oils that we spoke about in this kit. It is a simple starter kit where you can, buy these oils and order these oils, and then you can use it and take that benefit of these oils for yourself. And then that becomes really easy, like me and Tarini, to share with people your, whatever experiences are. Then there is healthy experience kit, plus you get this diffuser along with the fractionated coconut oil. So the difference is that these are 5 ml oils. These are small 5 ml oils. And there is one more kit which is there, that is home essential kit. The only difference in this kit and the earlier one is there is no diffuser in this. You can order the diffuser along with this kit also. And these oils are 15 ml and the earlier ones were 5 ml. Otherwise, there is no difference in the, oils, or you will even here you will get 10 oils with the kit. Tarini, you would like to add anything over here? You're muted.
What I'd like to add is that in every country, there's different starter kits, and it's not necessary to, it's not really necessary to buy a kit, but it's the best way you can save the most amount of money. Like if you look at this kit here, the 15 ml bottle of frankincense is about half of the, like if you were to buy it on its own, it's about half of the price of the entire kit on it, just on its own. So just it's almost like you're getting frankincense and then a few more bottles like for free, I guess, because that's like what really makes this kit really worthwhile. Like if you add it up, it's like more than I think $80 to $100 in dollar savings by purchasing the kit. And then you really, like they say, like 80 to 90% of your healthcare concerns, and even mind concerns, anything like that, those 3 lids things that you wanted to sort of shift in your life, those can be managed. And there's so many, that's what we want to talk about now, is that there's so many ways that we can support you in this. Like, so we'll be sending a welcome packet, suggestions, personal consultation, like these one-on-one wellness consultations where we can guide you through, okay, this is the oil that would be helpful for you to use upon awakening. This is an oil that would be nice if you're feeling like a little low in the middle of the day, something that can help uplift you. You know, like we'll give you like a little map of ways that you can try and utilize them in your life and ways there to support you. And then there's different education groups, like if you want to dive in a little bit more with, you know, just so that you don't purchase a kit and then have it just sitting there. Like we want you to be able to utilize the oils and feel empowered in your own self-care in that way. So there's, yeah, community giveaways and ongoing support. And just something I'd like to talk about here, we're running out of time, so I just skipped that last slide there. But what is the other piece of dōTERRA that is really like convinced me that this is the company that I wanted to be a part of is our healing hands and our co-impact sourcing. So co-impact sourcing means that where we choose to get the oils from, like where we choose to grow them and which distillers we choose to work with, it's not like dōTERRA goes out and finds places that are in need of support so they can help uplift those communities. So that's what they've done. This is here in India. It's Manipur, I'm not sure, but the Manipur is where we source lemongrass. And there's so many beautiful stories you can find on sourcetoyou.com that are about how it's gone and uplifted not just people in that environment, but women in that environment, this rural environment that's like usually it's not there like so easily available, like you know, for women to really come up. But there's a beautiful story about one of our main women who had a small plot of land, and then she was able to, through dōTERRA's help, buy another plot of land and buy another plot of land. And now her son is going to school regularly, probably will go to college, you know. And for people to be able to uplift their status, that's what dōTERRA really cares about. And so, yeah, they really care about the best agricultural practices, not only for the benefit of the customer, but also for the benefit of the grower and the distiller and the people that they're, you know, they're really concerned with improving livelihoods. So you can find more information available at sourcetoyou.com about that. And just to say, the oils that are sourced already from India are peppermint, spearmint, turmeric, tulsi, holy basil, and lemongrass. And so what's the next step here? I think contacting us for your one-on-one wellness consult, what we can do is send you out a few little sample bottles for you to get these oils, these gifts of the earth in your hands so you can really recognize the difference of dōTERRA versus some of the other companies out there. One thing I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention when we were talking about purity is that when dōTERRA came to India, they did a market research on all of the oils that are available here. Something they found out is that 100% of the oils that are already available on the market in India, 100, not just 50 or 60% of them, 100% of those brands were giving us contaminated and adulterated oils. So you don't even know what's in the bottle that you're getting. And with dōTERRA, there is that guarantee. There's a huge healing benefit. I had been using oils for like 7 or 8 years from a source here in India that I thought was very pure. And as soon as I got dōTERRA oils in my hands, I could really see the difference. So we want to be able to do that for you. And I send you your samples and a little plan. And so this is the different ways that you can contact us. This QR code is a link directly to the website. If you're just okay, ready to sign up, then all right, there's that link. But if not, then you can always email one of us and get in contact. And yeah, so we look forward to sharing with you. And one other thing is that, Dipali, you want to take this one?
So the joy of sharing oils, this is something which we really love doing. So in case you have any groups or you have your friends and you want to host online class, please, you can get in touch with us, and we would love to do that and host a class for your friends, your family members, or whoever the groups you have. One more thing I wanted to add, that dōTERRA also has this guide for every ailment. Like, there's a guide which is there. You speak about it, and there is a guide where they have given you the options of different oils that are available and you should be having for different ailments. These are alphabetical wise, and you can refer to these books and really work on yourself. Thank you very much for joining in us today and giving that time to us. Tarini, would you like to say something?
Yeah, just thank you for being here. I just stop this share. Let me just stop the recording.